How often do we think about the power of words? Not just the ones we say, but the ones we pray. Today, we're diving into Psalm 5, a passage that's all about the weight of words, the cry for justice, and the hope for protection.
That's such a compelling way to frame it. Psalm 5 really is a study in contrasts. David's raw vulnerability on one hand and his unshakable trust in God on the other. Where do you want to start?
Let's start right at the beginning because David doesn't waste any time. He opens with, "Listen to my words, Lord. Consider my lament." Right away, you feel the urgency. He's not just asking God to hear him, he's asking God to consider his lament. That word consider feels so intentional, doesn't it?
It really does. It's like David is saying, don't just hear me, really take this to heart. And then in verse 2 he says, hear my cry for help, my King and my God, for to you I pray. That phrase, my King and my God, is so personal. It's not just about God being the ruler of the universe. It's about God being his king, his God.
Exactly. And I think that personal connection is what makes this psalm so powerful. David isn't just throwing up a generic prayer. He's pouring out his soul to someone he knows deeply. And then in verse 3 he says, in the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly. That word expectantly really stands out to me. It's not just about praying, it's about trusting that God will respond.
That's such a key point. David isn't just hoping for the best. He's confident that God is listening and will act. And that confidence comes from knowing God's character. In verse 4, he says, for you are not a God who is pleased with wickedness. With you, evil people are not welcome. There's such a clear line drawn here between righteousness and wickedness.
And that's comforting, isn't it? To know that God doesn't tolerate evil. But it's also a little sobering. In verse 5, David says, the arrogant cannot stand in your presence. You hate all who do wrong. That's a strong statement. We don't often think about God hating anything, but here it is, plain as day.
It's definitely a reminder that God's love doesn't cancel out his justice. In verse 6, David says, you destroy those who tell lies. The bloodthirsty and deceitful you, Lord, detest. That's such a stark contrast to the way David approaches God, with humility and reverence. He knows he doesn't deserve to be there. But in verse 7, he says, but I, by your great love, can come into your house. In reverence, I bow down toward your holy temple.
That's such a beautiful picture of grace, isn't it? David isn't coming to God because he's perfect or righteous on his own. He's coming because of God's great love. And he approaches with reverence, bowing down toward God's holy temple. There's such a sense of awe and humility in that image.
And it's a reminder that our access to God isn't about us, it's about him. It's about his love and mercy. In verse 8, David asks God to lead him in righteousness. He says, lead me, Lord, in your righteousness because of my enemies. Make your way straight before me. It's like he's saying, God, I need your guidance, especially with all these challenges around me.
And that's such a relatable prayer, isn't it? We all face obstacles and enemies, whether they're external or internal. Asking God to make his way straight before us is a way of saying, help me stay on the right path, no matter what. And then in verse 9, David gets really honest about his enemies. He says, not a word from their mouth can be trusted. Their heart is filled with malice. Their throat is an open grave. With their tongues, they tell lies.
That imagery is so vivid. Their throat is an open grave. It's such a haunting description. It paints a picture of words that bring death and destruction. And it's not just about the lies they tell, it's about the malice in their hearts. David isn't just concerned about what they're saying, he's concerned about who they are at their core.
Right? And in verse 10, he asks God to deal with them. He says, declare them guilty, O God. Let their intrigues be their downfall. Banish them for their many sins, for they have rebelled against you. It's a bold request, but it's also a reminder that David is leaving justice in God's hands. He's not taking matters into his own hands. He's trusting God to handle it.
That's such an important lesson. It's easy to want to take revenge or handle things ourselves, but David shows us a different way. He's honest about his anger and frustration, but he brings it to God instead of acting on it. And then the tone shifts again in verse 11. David says, "But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may rejoice in you."
That's such a beautiful contrast to the earlier verses. While the wicked face judgment, those who take refuge in God find joy and protection. David is asking God to spread his protection over them, like a shield. It's such a comforting image, isn't it? To think of God's protection surrounding us.
It really is. And in verse 12, David ends on a hopeful note. He says, "Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield." It's a reminder that God's favor isn't just a passive thing. It's active and protective. It's like he's saying, "I've got you covered."
That's such a powerful message to take away from this psalm. God's love and justice are always at work, and we can trust him to protect and guide us. Psalm 5 is such a rich tapestry of emotions: lament, trust, anger, joy, and hope. It's a reminder that we can bring all of ourselves to God, no matter what we're feeling.
Absolutely. And it's also a challenge to approach God with humility and reverence, trusting in his love and justice. There's so much to unpack here, and I think we've only scratched the surface.
Agreed. This psalm is a treasure trove of wisdom and encouragement. It's a reminder to start our day with prayer, to trust in God's character, and to find refuge in his love.
Well said. And on that note, let's take these lessons with us as we go about our day. Thanks for diving into this with me.
Always a pleasure. Until next time.
Morning light arise and I pray. Whispered words, hear what I say. My voice to Lord with each new day start. Laying out my wishes, pouring out my heart. Hear my groan, my plea, it's sincere. Every word, every sound, hope you're near. In the morning, Lord, I wait and I see. Anticipating blessings, what you got for me. Hey! Oh, 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 oh. Sing on high, my voice, hear my call. With every step I take, I won't fall. Guide me, lead me away from the sin. With your love and grace, I know I'll win. Enemies surround, but they won't prevail. In your presence, Lord, evil's tale turns frail. Liars, deceivers, no place by your side. With your righteous hand, their deceit can't hide. No wickedness in your holy sight. Pushing through darkness, seeking your light. The boastful can't stand, they crumble, they flee. But with you, oh Lord, I'm forever free. Yeah! King on high, my voice, hear my call. With every step I take, I won't fall. Guide me, lead me away from the sin. With your love and grace, I know I'll win. Arrogance fades in your mighty glow. Your truth and justice, the winds that blow. No evil, no sin can stay close to you. With your strength and love, I renew. In the morning, I lay my voice to you. Rising with the sun, every day renewed, I come to your house, grace in my stride, with reverence, oh Lord, no secrets to hide. In your mercy I walk, I stand tall. You shield me, oh God, you answer my call. Your blessings surround like armor and crown. With you, oh my Lord, I'll never back down. For you aren't a God delighting in wrong. With you wickedness can't string along. The boastful don't stand, liars fade fast. Your justice prevails, the shadows won't last. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness true. Clear the path, make my vision anew. Enemies whisper, they plot and they lie, but with you on my side, I touch the sky. In your mercy I walk, I stand tall. You shield me, oh God, you answer my call. Your blessings surround like armor and crown. With you, oh my Lord, I'll never back down. For the righteous you bless, cover with grace. We shine in your favor, finding our place. Surrounded by love like a shield you protect. With joy in our hearts, your path will select. In your mercy I walk, I stand tall. You shield me, oh God, you answer my call. Your blessings surround like armor and crown. With you, oh my Lord, I'll never back down. For the righteous you bless, cover with grace. We shine in your favor, finding our place. Surrounded by love, like a shield you protect. With joy in our hearts, your path will select. I'll sing of your love till my very last day. With trust in my heart, forever I'll stay. In your mercy, oh God, I'll forever rejoice. For I've made my choice to lift up my voice.